The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
Keep playing hard. Down. 180. Check. Monday. I got you. That's it.
They begin with a run by Miller. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
53, Mike.
Draw play. This is Miller. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Throwing on first down is Carr, eluding the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defenses. Get out the field, defense.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on. Hey, team 6. Team 6. All right.
On 1st and 10, McCann. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. You're not ready.
Here's Carr to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is caught inside the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. On 2nd and goal, here's an out. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. T.J. Logan with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, McCann. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 50, check Leo. 2.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find out.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Carr. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Carr. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack on first down, Carr, and the pressure gets to him again.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play, and they're going to have a third down.
45. Mike, 45. Here I come.
Operating from the gun, McCann. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throw left side complete. It's Fletcher. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fletcher. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one...
He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Carl come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Carr now to throw, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Carr. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, 53, 180. Hey, we're good.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Go. Let's get off the field. Switch. Shift. Shoot.
The final shot before break. McCann. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. Look at me. Go. Get it.
They run. Devontae Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 4 down. 45, Mike, 45.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. He's coming.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, Echo. 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCann. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll go down at the 28.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running right, this is Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Hey, Orbit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McCann. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Check. Fresno. Gone. Tighten up. Jim. You're out. Alert 3. Ready.
They'll run here with Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Go. 45. He's time to me. It's time to us. Check, 45.
From the gun, McCann. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Strip that ball.
Throwing now is Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw is Carr. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
185. 53 is mine. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh. 29. 5.
Carr now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Brashad Perriman, 52 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
60 or. 3rd down and 11. I got you. You're all mine.
On 3rd down, McCann. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
60 Pittsburgh. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Bravo. My 5. Got 5.
Throwing on 1st down. McCann. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
70.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, McCann. This one caught by Ridley.
Let's go. Do it.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, I said go.
Operating from the gun, McCann. Over the middle, complete. It's Fletcher. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. It's Fletcher. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
6-18.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
That's taken on the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check three.
From the gun, McCann. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Hey,
On 1st and 10, McCann. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, McCann. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ito Smith that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Falcons on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hey, Sam off.
Get wild. Check.
80 weapon.
Check. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Whip.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Twist. Watch the twist. Mike 5, Mike 5. Who that?
Hey.
From the gun, McCann. And that will be incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Carr airing this one out for Evans. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 3rd down, Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deion Jones in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember.
And this is caught at the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 47 yards. Back to throw. McCann gets it off to Freeman. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Here we go. 18 Gator. You better be a Christian travel. Check 3. Hey, exit. Now.
Staying open. Mike 5, Mike 5. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCann. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space.
And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
At their 48-yard line. Today's final score.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis.